Hi, it's Chatting with Kat. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. If not, welcome back. I know there's not very many of you, but I appreciate you all so much. In my last video, I shared my side of a story, and I said that I would eventually have my daughter share her side of her story. Well, my daughter did make her own video, and I am going to let you all watch that. I will say that when I watched it, it was so much worse than I thought. I didn't know most of what she said in that video. I'm having a very hard time with this, but she agreed to share her story, and I really hope that everyone is very kind in the comments. And I am so proud of her for sharing her story. I mean, the courage that this young lady has. I love her so much. And without further ado, this is her story. Hello TikTok, this is Courtney. Chatting with Kat's daughter. Chatting with Kat's my mom. Follow her on YouTube. I will link that in the description below. I'll link that in my bio. I'll definitely put the link in my profile. And subscribe to her channel. And you can follow her on TikTok as well. So, anyway, I will love to tell my story about what happened to me when I was 11 and over the years. So, first, I was born in Battle Creek, just right outside of Marshall. Oh, that's for pressing my cheek. I didn't know that. There's a jar right on my chin, but ignore that. I was born in the Battle Creek Health Systems in Battle Creek in 1998, on April 3rd, 1998. I grew up in a little small apartment in Battle Creek with my mom and my dad and my brother. We moved to Springfield for a while. Grew up there, and then my mom and my dad got divorced. They got married in 2000 when I was 2 and Dylan was 3. My dad's now in Kalamazoo, engaged to Mindy. She'll be my stepmom. I do love her very much. I graduated from Harbor Creek in 2017 at the age of 19. And just in a month or so, I'm going to the Project Search 10-year reunion, and it will be on Tuesday. When I was 11, my mom's father had a stroke, and he began to touch me inappropriately. He was touching towards my private area. He was grabbing my breasts, and I was in the barn with him, and the other barn where the horses are. He's kind of panning down, trying to like, Purple, get off of me. And started sucking on my breasts.
I think it was my right one. And then I was about to take a nap. I was laying in the other room at his house after he picked me up from school if I'm being sick. He pulled out my pants and he stuck his finger inside like a tampon. I like moved his finger around and got up. I'm like, Grandma, what are you doing? I'm like looking at him like, what are you doing? And he was sucking on this breast right here. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but hey, I can handle it. My mom and I do this together, so I decided to do my part, she'll do her part. So, he exposed himself to me. His volunteer was between my breasts. He was completely nude, and he made me dress him. And I told Grandpa, what in the world were you doing? Why were you doing that? You need to go dress yourself. I told him, go dress yourself. Don't make me do it. He made me do it. And that one time he made me kiss his penis. That one time. And I told my mom. I could have kept it a secret, but I was just like putting the details in my head so I'll know what he was doing. Told my mom, she was mad. She wanted to confront him. He admitted it. He admitted it. And he grabbed his gun. And I was like, Mom said, leave me alone. You know what's going to tell somebody? I had to tell the police. But there was men there. I couldn't tell a man. I wanted to tell a woman because sometimes a man don't understand. So after a while, my mom and I went hiding in a hotel with my brother. And my mom kept calling when I heard it on the radio, the newspaper. Pretty much my grandmother didn't believe me, which I wasn't happy. And a few days later, on the same day, they found my mom's father dead. He shot himself in the head. A self-inflicted gunshot wound to the temple right here. That was his temple. And I found him and got counseling. And I have been getting counseling until this day. My anxiety and stress and whatever. And I wanted to talk about it because I wanted people to share my story. And now I'm going to share my sister-in-law's. Her name is Shannon Babcock. She is my husband's legal guardian. I can't remember who, but I'm not saying the name, but someone molested her and raped her. My mom was getting raped and she was sexually abused so many times. My mom shared her story, and I'm sharing mine. All girls out there, if anybody who, like a family member who's touching them inappropriately, you need to tell somebody right away, like I did. I want you to do the same thing like I did. I told somebody, like my mom. I don't care who it is. Do not keep that a secret to yourself. If someone did that to you, I touched you anywhere that made you so uncomfortable, or someone just, like, I touched you like on the breast or in a property, you need to tell somebody. Because if you keep it a secret, it's gonna, if you say something not tell anybody, it's gonna get worse. You got to tell somebody. If someone did that to you, you gotta tell somebody right away. Report them and file a report. Mom got a call from my Uncle Rob, and he said, I put the double blame on you. I'm like, looking at her like, what did he just say to you? He blamed my mom for my grandpa's death. Because I'm like, that was his fault. He did it to me. What if it was, my Aunt Tiffany stuck up for me. She said, what if it was one of us? What if it was Delaney or Cass Cassidy or Bailey? What was one of the girls? What if it was Leanne or one of my cousins? What was one of them? And she finally believed me. But she didn't know who I was. I saw her after 7 years later. I seen Michael Mori. She asked me, "What's your name?" And I said, "It's Courtney. I haven't seen you in 7 years. And you just show up out of nowhere and ask me who I was? I'm your granddaughter, for crying out loud. And I haven't seen her since then. That's the last time I saw her. And I never spoke to her again. So I never saw her again. And I was telling people my story. I was a little scared. I did tell somebody I was in school. I told, I can't remember her name. Shoot. I can't remember her name, but it was a young girl that was in my class. And I do miss her. But I completely forgot her name. But it started with a G though, but I forgot her name. It was Damaris? I think it was Damaris. No, it was Damaris. I think that was her name. And I haven't seen her in a long time. But I told one of the students there that I was molested. I had to say it. What else do you want me to do? I couldn't tell everybody because I was ashamed, you know? But I told somebody and I said, I broke my silence. I just had to say it. And I had some counseling, you know, while in school and stuff. When I was in middle school, I was having counseling, you know, talking to people about it and whatever. And till today, I am still doing counseling. I'm with Life Coach Psychology over in Springfield on Dickman Road. It's a really good place. My therapist is Diana. She is the sweetest. I recommend her. You can definitely check them out and make an appointment if you have anything like domestic violence or anything. You give them a call, tell them what's going on or anything like that. Whatever it is you're going through, you give them a call. And that's what I've been going through all my life. I told about what happened to me when I was 11 years old. I told my story. That's what my mom did. And I really hope everybody agrees that you can't stay silent. You can't, because you never know. Because people are not going to believe you if you don't tell them. They will believe you if you tell them. If you don't tell them what's going on and not say nothing, it's going to get you in deep trouble if you don't say anything, keep it silent. If you stay silent and not say anything, keep it a secret, it's going to get you in trouble. It really will. Trust me. I didn't. I told my story. I told everybody what happened to me, so now my mom's going to do her part. So I did give her permission. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off here and tell my story because I need to get it out there. I am now married to the love of my life, Michael Vernier. It's you can follow him on TikTok is Dragon Vernier. You can follow him. And you can follow my sister-in-law. She'll tell you her story, including my mom. She'll definitely tell her story as well, because she's been through a lot more than me. And I was in an accident with her. She was back in someone's driveway. Someone came out and hit her, and I hit my cheek on the side of the door. Dylan was fine. She was concerned about me. So, and before that, I was in an accident with my dad. I had a cut right here on my chin. I was with my dad, and I got to a wreck with him. He hit a sign, and I got cut right on the chin next to the cemetery. And after that, I was in an accident with my mom. She was blocking someone's driveway, and I got hit on the cheek pretty hard. And just last year, I was with one of my mother-in-law. She failed a yield and hit black ice. Lost control, hit the side of the semi, and I suffered a concussion. And me did not wear a seatbelt, and I shouldn't have. And I was gonna put my foot up my rear end, and I know she's gonna do it. Next time she sees me, she's probably gonna do it. I know she will. But she's not mine. I know her, and just last year, I think you see my video. I posted a picture of Tina. She just died last year, which it was kind of hard for Lad. And I just lost 2 participants, Greg, I don't know his last name, including Peter Edmond. Sorry for the filming, but I was just telling you who passed. Peter Edmond and Greg that just passed. Now, out of 2 participants has passed away. You probably know about that. I'm gonna look the shopper. You can see the obituary and see what happened. Anywho, and just today I have a staff. My name's Cornelia. She is working tonight. I haven't seen her in 10 years, so it's been so long since I've seen her, and she's working tonight. Got to see her. She's doing pretty good, but please pray for her. She's having arthritis in her knee. It's bothering her. Her blood pressure's high, so give her some prayers. I just want to share my story. Hope everybody follows me. No kids. I might not see you in a minute, but if I see you in a minute, hope you okay with my hubby. So, anyway, hey Sharita girl, I miss you. I see you following me. I decided to follow you. You can follow me back if you want, which that's fine. And because I don't see all my list of followers, so if you want to follow me, that's fine. You can follow me back if you want. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, y'all. And hey, I'm out to share the rest of my story, and I'll do your part. Alright. Love you guys. Bye bye.